Hello, well this is my Pandora 6 console, and I'm starting this video in the dark for good reason, because the people who've designed this thing have put colour changing lights inside, and it's best seen, that effect, whilst in the dark. But all I have to do is say, Alexa, turn light on, and you can see it in all its glory now. It's made from some very high quality parts. I'm not a particularly big fan of the rather bright and breezy fascia on this. Around the back here you've got USB sockets, not sure what they're for. You've got an audio out, but you've also got the audio coming out the HDMI. There's a volume, and the reason there's a volume is because the sound also comes out of a speaker that's slap bang in the bottom. The on-off switch looks like the sort of on-off switch that would light up but doesn't. Other than that, you can't really complain about the build quality of the thing. It's a very solid piece of kit. Now this boasts over 1,300 games inside, and that is the menu, and you operate it by turning the stick left and right and getting at the various games that way. But if you want to get to one further down the list, it will loop round, and it's taken me several minutes to go through this whole list. We want to go back a little bit. Now the only trouble I'm having with this thing so far is colour related, and I'm not sure why it does this, but things are coming out blue. So yeah, you've got 6 buttons for each player, and you can play 2-player games that way. So you start each game by just pressing that left hand button, and you get a loading screen, which oddly takes several seconds. And there is track and field in all its glory. So far so good. It looks fairly how you'd expect it to look. So, but as I say, certain colours are not how they should be. I think I'm going to turn this down a bit because it's a little bit blasty. Seems to have thrown us in as AAA. But yeah, here's track and field. Usual thing of hammering away. But as I say, the colours are not how you would think they'd be. Why the characters are in blue, I don't know. So if you want to get out of a game, you just hit the pause button and you get this menu. And there are absolutely tons of them, and what I'll do is I'll pick a few favourites out and I'll stick them at the end of this video as a video capture. I would give you the full games list, but elsewhere on YouTube you will find a video where someone has kindly done a multi-part look at the whole games list. I mean, if you like fighting games, it's definitely a good piece of kit to own. You can work your way back to the S's, and it's got every version of Street Fighter going. Where are we? So there's Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, for example. And up it loads. But as I say, all the characters are mysteriously in blue, and I can't find anything in the settings that will change that. And talking of the settings, there's this little button around the back here somewhere. If you press that, you're suddenly in this whole settings menu, and quality optimization is about changing the way the graphics appear, but that's more to do with resolution than anything else. But to get out of this, I think it's... oh god, didn't mean to change that. Thankfully you can send it back to factory settings if you've made a mistake. But yeah, every single game, characters coming out in blue, and I don't know why that is. Other than that, can't complain. It's a rather nice piece of kit and very good value. And as I say, the build quality on it is supreme. So I'll leave you with a few clips from this, from my capture card.
Mission 1, start! Heavy machine gun!
Get ready.
On your mark. Get set.
The time, 11.84 seconds.